Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Casual Minecraft with Trillian, and I'm Trillian, and I am still in the village. But improvements have been made. I kind of camped out here for a while and got some work done, and wanted to give you a very quick tour before we do whatever else we do today. Part of what we do is going to be the bus stop project, which is going to help us get back and forth to home, which is why the ender chest is conveniently located here. But we shall get to that in a little bit. First, I'm going to give you a very brief tour. So I built a few buildings, 4 buildings to be exact, and did some modifications to the town. And in order to do that, I kept running off into the woods to get wood, and then I thought, well, I'll just make a tree farm. So I made this like sort of solid wall tree farm, except for that guy. He was a dud. That goes all the way across here. And the thing that I really appreciated about it once it was up, even though I kept tearing parts of it down, that was the point of it, was that it makes a great wall, which kind of funnels, if there's going to be any zombies coming from that direction, they kind of can't. They have to come from around here or around there. I don't know if that's strictly helpful, but I kind of liked it. I was kind of thinking maybe we should wall this village in with like a whole wall of trees. I don't know. I did watch the villager farm, and basically he just comes over. If there's something grown, he breaks it and then plants it again. And then occasionally they throw food at each other, which apparently is some sort of mating ritual. I'm serious about that. It was in the wiki. Part of their breeding system involves food, and they can throw food at each other. But when you stop and think about it, then you're like, wow, really? So it's like, I want to have babies with you. Let me chuck some carrots in your face. It's very peculiar. I mean, even the Klingons don't do it that way. All right, so most of the town is pretty much the same. There's stairs about, including this crazy stair concoction that I made to get up in here. But all these buildings are empty and whatnot. I just made sure that you could get around the town easily. And then I built these 4 buildings very quickly. There's 4 of them. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And made little shops, and I pushed the 8 villagers I had into the shops, and I was real lucky because they came in pairs that fit well together or matched. And so we've got room to expand in the town. Thinking about just adding a lot of doors to these buildings to increase my door count quite a bit. Maybe even do something else with like a little contraption that's nothing but doors. Not really sure what to do there, but in the meantime, I've got them all set up to trade with them and breed them in that way. That way we're apparently throwing food in their face, because apparently I can do that too. I don't know. Here's our first shop, heavy metal, armor and toolsmith, and we have Angie the armorer and Tim the toolsmith. Hi guys. Back at you. Alright, so if you haven't seen me do this design before, I did it in my other Let's Play, but basically the idea is that you want to get them trapped, so they're blocked in here in such a way that they cannot get out. And sort of nothing can get at them. I wouldn't entirely trust this system to a zombie siege, so, try not to be here at night. It isn't great, but I believe it'll mostly keep the zombies off of them. More importantly, it keeps them from running around, so when you want to go to find the armorer, you don't have to chase him all over town. He's right here where you need him. And then I've got him trapped in pairs, such that I can breed them together. Now, I have done designs, especially in like one of these bigger houses, where I had a much longer trough, that kind of goes all the way around. But even then, I split it up and divided them into 2s, because otherwise they clump together in such a way that you'll find them really impossible to trade with. So, but the point of the half slab on the bottom, instead of a full block, is so that the XP can come out, and also when they make a baby, the baby can run out. and I'll catch him later when he's grown up. Put him away somewhere. Let's see. Cows are us, butcher and leatherworker. And we have Bob the butcher and Lauren the leatherworker. Hi, guys. They love their cows. Make sure to keep all the doors shut. I should probably throw down pressure plates. Bookworms, bookstore and publishing house. And we have Letitia the librarian. Hi. And Liam the librarian. Hello. Their love of books is what brought them together. Soon they will have babies who will not live with them, but will instead be trapped in some other building. And then I haven't found a good name for the farmer's market, so right now I'm going with farmer's market. Oh, is he throwing food again? Fred the farmer and Franny the farmer. We're two farmers. Yay. I'm really glad we have farmers, because that is an excellent way to earn emeralds. Just really great. Food is an excellent way. It's even better than coal, because you have to go finding coal and stuff, but the farms, you can just pump out as much. It's almost as good as a cow farm with the leather. I mean, it's pretty great. If we find a zombie spawner and we can breed ourselves a cleric, then we'd be in pretty good shape. Which brings us to the bus stop. The bus stop is how we're going to get back and forth to home. Now, this system will use command block, and it is part of what makes this casual Minecraft, because I ain't hoofing it all the way back there. And as I've expressed before, I'm not great on the nether portal thing. Maybe there's a convenient way to get to here from there, but not entirely certain about that. But I do know how to do it with this. So in just a second, I will show you exactly what we need to do for this. Okay, so what this is going to be is a system where I step on a pressure plate and I appear at home. That's how simple it is. We're going to be using command blocks. So the first thing we have to do is put ourselves into creative mode, which I've already done. I believe you have to be in creative in order to program these things. So give Trillian Swan Minecraft command block. And now I got me one. So I'm going to put that down there. Okay, so what we really need are these coordinates so that when I come back from home, I can return and I'll be standing right here at the bus stop. So that's where we're going to come back to. And what we need to do now is use this to program the things. And if those numbers don't look familiar to you, it's because I picked a different place on the island. So that's done. So we're all set there. It's already programmed and ready to go. So what we need to do now is go back into survival. We're going to stick this extra command block in here. Okay, so I would like to have it later. We're going to put this piece of stone back here. And then we're going to need a pressure plate, which I'd prefer a stone one, but I don't think I have a stone one on me handy. But I've got a couple of these wooden ones from tearing out tables in the village. So we will stick this right here. When I step through into the bus stop, bam skis. It's going to take a second to load, but you will recognize my island with my own tree wall and my crazy bamboo farm. So now we're back home again, and the next thing we're going to need to do, besides fight our way to the door, is we're going to have to give ourselves the coordinates back to the village again. Okay, and we're back, and the sign's all made and put up. So there's our coordinates. So now I'd like to go back there again. We're going to press this. We're going to press this, because I had it all set for you. There we go. And now we are back at the bus stop. Hurrah! It works! Hooray! I'd rather that was stone so that it blended in a little better. And I'm also thinking that iron bars would look a lot better for this than glass, but this is what I had, so it was a little bit easier. So maybe we can spruce that up later when I've got some more stuff. I could always go into creative, and I very often do to fix up my villages because they spawn very often so badly, so poorly. Like having houses entirely buried, or like this nonsense is a very minor version of what can go wrong in a village. And so if you want to fix it up nice, I usually go into creative and do that. But I didn't this time. I'm kind of proud of myself. I just went ahead and did it all in survival. I made my tree farm wall of doom, and had a bed, which I think I put away now, but I had a bed out, and yeah, I did keep it on peaceful, so I didn't have to fight up the zombies. But otherwise, this whole village was done just by me. So the next thing is by hand, I should say. The next thing, I'm going to keep the rain off as long as I'm recording because it just drives my frame rate down so much, and doesn't really give me any benefit. So the next thing I'm going to need to do is a little bit of trading. So I'll see you back with a little trading highlight reel. Okay, our first stop on our shopping trip is going to be the farmer's market. And whenever possible, I want to trade evenly with both of them, or do one trade each with each one, in order to cause them to breed, especially on the first trade of every group. So let me just show you. Right now we have 4 possibilities. And once we take one of those, a whole new set will be unlocked. And this guy will go into what they call willing mode. And then we'll trade with him. He'll open up a new set of trades, and he'll go into willing mode. And the first time you do one of, like, say, the first time I do one of this tier of these 4 trades, then I definitely put him into willing mode. If I did, say, wheat with him, and then did wheat with him again, then I would have like a 20% chance of him going into willing mode. So I want to kind of catch the first one if at all possible. So I've got 20 wheat, so let's go ahead and do that. He likes that. And now he's gone, well, he's gone sparkly, but it's kind of hard to tell. There he goes. And there's supposed to be 2 kinds of sparklies, and one means I have new trades, and the other one means I'm willing. So I don't know exactly what's going on. But if you go back over here, now you'll see he's got more pumpkins, pumpkin pie. So I'd have to do either pumpkins or pumpkin pie in order to unlock the next set. But in the meantime, I'm going to go over here to this guy, and he wants, thank you, creepy cave noise. He wants carrots. So we'll trade with him. And now let's see. Are they going to see? There's the green sparkles. I think green sparkles means willing. They don't seem to be making no babies. Okay, Letitia, you're first. Here, let's put this down and let's take half of it. Put it in there. We'll get ourselves an emerald. Hoorah! And then we'll give you some. See, he's got the 2 types of sparklies. Or she does, or whatever. So we'll get another one. Like that. And now you're all sparkly. And you headed for that other person. So I don't know if my presence affects them at all. I do know that being here makes them stop and look at me, because that's handy to trade with them. Otherwise, if they're ignoring you and running off, it's a big pain. Any sign of babies? But let's see what else you've got now. You only had that. Now you have books for an emerald. A bunch of emeralds for the cheapest thing you can make in the freaking game. Bookshelves, no thanks. Got all that. I believe you are going to have the same trades. With the exception of this book being different, maybe. Are you both protection too? Oh, aqua affinity. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. And you have the same stuff, but with slightly better prices. Not for this one, but for this one. How odd. Alright, and you're not going to make a baby, apparently, if I'm... And then we'll come over here. See, this is why being able to put coal into blocks is such a glorious thing. Okay, I will take one from you. And I shall take one trade from you. No babies? Okay. Well, what did we unlock? Thanks, I'll make my own chest plates. And... ooh, a very nice shovel. Moderately nice pickaxe. Now, I won't be able to unlock the next set of trades unless I take one of these. I mean, I can keep trading coal with him to get stuff. I think my cheapest bet right now is to do this. Get one of those. It's a total waste of emeralds, but now... ooh, you've gotten both kinds of sparklies. And you have gone no sparklies at all. Okay, well, what are your trades now? 3 diamond skin and emerald, please. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, yeah, I'd like one of those. See, and he doesn't have any more because I did another one of the same tier. That is not a bad shovel. Let me give you some more coal. So that I can... you guys willing? Whoops, sorry. They're facing each other. Just gonna watch them out of the corner of my eye. Babies? You guys are not making no babies? They're like, our front door is open. Of course we're not making babies. I don't know that that matters, but I would make a baby with my front door open. Let's see. Ooh. That's nice. But I was going to get this because it's a nice shovel and it may unlock some more trades. And you I'll just trade a little bit more with. Let's see if I can't get you guys both into the willing mode. I know I can do it by feeding them, but I don't really want to feed them. Babies? No babies. Okay. Okay, well, I'm about out of time anyway, so now we've done a smattering of trades and we have not managed to make any babies. And I did read the wiki and everything, and I still don't quite follow how it is. I thought for the first trade, I should be making babies all over the place. So I don't know. Maybe I don't have enough doors. Maybe I made them willing, but there aren't enough doors really to increase the size of the village, because I only added 4 doors, which should allow them to make 1 more baby, I guess. But my next off-camera project, I think, is just going to be to add a bunch of doors. Try to find a way to add a bunch of doors. See if we can't clear this all up. Alright, well, I believe... let me just check my chest over here. Make sure I didn't leave anything important in it, and I might take these signs with me. Otherwise, we're good to go. So, I'm just going to head for home in our new... let's see, I'm going to catch the imaginary bus. Ta-da! Kind of wanted to make it like a telephone booth. That's when I started out with glass, but look, there's squids in my house. My house is full of squid. No, it's not. Alright, well, we're back here again, so it's time to say goodbye, and I'll see you back again for episode 9. And once again, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, great. Thanks, Rain. Not entirely sure what episode 9 will consist of. Maybe making umbrellas? Umbrellas is not a thing. But I'm sure we will find some adventure. I usually like to give you a little preview, but I honestly don't know what's next. But we will come back and it'll all be full of surprises and excitement. So see you back here. In the meantime, be well.